Hi, what I wanted to cover today was something that took me a little while to figure out, and so I thought I'd save somebody else the trouble. My issue was I want to create a multicam clip. I had two cameras, a DJI action camera, a Panasonic GH5, and I actually had a Zoom audio recorder as well. And what I want to do is create a multicam clip from these three files. But the problem is that the DJI camera happens to break things up into 4 GB file sizes, and the Panasonic camera broke it up into 2 files because it switched SD cards partway through. And the Zoom audio recorder, just a similar thing. It's a size limitation. So it again broke things into 2 files. If I try and create a multicam clip from all of these files, it's not going to work. It will just create a big mess, and just trust me, it doesn't work. So I also tried creating a composite from all of these, and then using those. That didn't work either. So what I discovered does work is if I select the first file of each of these things and say create new multicam clip using the selected clips, and I'm going to use the sound as the angle sync because I happen to have a nice clap in there that sorts things out. And I'm going to quickly create that and then show you how we add all of the others into the new multicam. So we'll quickly let it analyze the content. And here we go. Okay, so now we have a new clip called multicam. And if I show you this, and one of the things we've got to be aware of is that the cameras weren't started at exactly the same time, so I need to move this in until everything is there, and then I'm going to mark an in point. Once I have that, I'm going to hit F9 to create a timeline. Now I've got my timeline down here, and what you'll discover is this camera, the angle sync right now is set to show the DJI camera. But that runs out fairly quickly, and what we're going to discover is that around about here, so only 5 minutes in or something, the camera view just disappears. Okay, so actually not even that. But if I switch to the other angle, if I switch to the Panasonic, we still have video. So what do we do here? How do we fix this? And the answer is this: if you right click and you say open in timeline, it'll open this multicam clip as individual files. Okay, and now we can edit here. So what I can actually do now is I can take all of the files that I'm missing, so files 2 through 10 on the DJI line, and I can drag them down and add them. And then the same on the Panasonic. I can take the second Panasonic file, drag that over, add it to the end, and the same with the Zoom audio. So Zoom 2, bring that over, add that to the end. Now I have video covering everything. Well, everything except my battery ran out on my action cam here. But if I now close this, it'll take all of this information and it will take it back into the timeline over here. So I can go, 10 minutes, 30 minutes in, switch to the DJI line and still have video. So that's it. Once you have that, all of your editing is as normal. So, you can choose your camera as you're going through. You say, okay, at this point I want to switch to that camera. At this point I want to switch back to this camera, and so on. All of that behaves perfectly normally. But the only difference is that now you do have all of the files in your multicam file. I hope that was useful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and otherwise I hope this was saved you some time.